been a while, and to be honest, folks, I'm really kind of nervous. Hello. Wow, I wasn't expecting to be nervous. Okay, am I coming across? Is the sound okay? It's been a while. Okay, someone's calling me sexy. Obviously, the vision is broken. I'll have to adjust my camera settings. I see people. How are you, folks? It has been a while. Not a long conversation on that one, other than I had to get myself better. Physically, mentally, holistically, the lot. Yeah, and Martin, see you saying I look and sound fine. That'll do. That'll do. Although I am melting, as in literally melting. For those of you outside the UK, we're in the middle of a heat wave. It's currently 27 degrees C in this room, and as anyone who knows Brits, we're not designed for the heat. You know, we're designed for like overcast days and light drizzle. Yeah, so although we do enjoy the sun, we're just not built for it. Palpatine. I'm not Palpatine. Nowhere near. I'm looking quite good, actually. A lot better than what you got last November, certainly. Dr. Vesuvius here saying, hi, hurrah, good to see you back now. It's good to be back. Lord Melvin Palpatine. Norman, good to see you. Well, I can't see you. Mark's saying it's 31 degrees in Kent. I think last night in here it was 34 degrees. And I know you Americans and, you know, you people live in ridiculously hot places. I know you guys are going to be sitting there and... Where's my chat? I've had enough. I don't care about the chat. Sod it. Do you know what? I'm going to drop the chat off these live streams because the chat's always a problem. I've got the chat there. I can see what you're saying. We're good. Different gear. Yes, it is happening. But yeah, as I said, yeah, I know you Americans, you're designed for heat and, you know, if there's one thing that I really miss from America and my trip to Adepticon, it's air conditioning. I found myself yesterday just sitting in my car because my car is the only thing I have with air conditioning on. And it was lovely. You know, I wasn't going anywhere. I was just sitting on there like, you know, recovering from heat stroke. Now, this is the Sunday nighter. I do want to chat and I do want to get back in the saddle. So, the link's down below. The terrain dock is open and... yeah, I've got a couple of questions already, so that link's working, that's all working. Fire some questions in, yeah, and what do you call it? We will, yep, they're coming. We'll take it from there. But we got time to chat, and it's cooling down. Hey, Craig, I see you there. Craig says I'm a little quiet. There's not much I can do about that. I am up to maximum on my volume, unless I move a little bit closer. Let me move that keyboard to there. And oh, I hate that, it's in the way of Pammy. I'm gonna have to sit up. Be very professional like, that's a bit better. Whoa. Mel needs a Melkini for the heat. I think you'll find that's probably a public order offence, to be perfectly honest, mate. I'd probably end up on some register if I had a Melkini. And don't anyone mention merch. There's not going to be a Melkini merch. Don't go there. Okay? How's the 3D printing going? It's going okay. I've been playing around with it and fine-tuning it, but it's been bits and bobs, if you know what I mean. I haven't fully got into it yet. If anything, I'm trying to figure out how to like get cleaner supports rather than the ones that I'm currently getting out. So hopefully I'm going to tune up with my mate Lee and really nail down the 3D printing. Melicus Maximus. Norman saying the audio video is 5x5. That's what you call it. Aliens, isn't it? Andrea, I'm not really sure what you mean by dropping questions from the YouTube stream. Oh, someone's at the door. Come in. Hello. It's okay.
Can I just grab the uniform?
Would you like to say hello?
No, because I look like...
Look what I look like, woman. I haven't even got my tooth in.
Foraging.
You've been foraging. Will's and everyone okay? Surprise visitor to the house, yeah? Just go on, do the hand wave, Kez. It's been a while. Right, have you got everything you need for Will's?
I think so, yeah. Did she have tights or are they at home?
I
It's
don't.
alright, I'll sort it, don't worry.
All right. Listen, I'll catch up with you in the week, yeah? Figure out what we're doing this week. All right, no worries. Have a good one.
Sorry to disturb you. Bye, everyone. Sorry.
As you can see, we are back to the usual chaotic Sunday nighter. Right, that was a flying visit. Kez was supposed to call before the show started. I've had Willow for the week, yeah, while Kerry's been away on a piercing course, learning how to pierce people and stick needles through people. Yeah, so I've been in full daddy mode, but Willow left her uniform here for school. Yeah, and so a quick hi and bye from the ex-wife. I meant the YouTube chat. Andrea, I understand what you mean now. Right. So yeah, everyone. So yeah, quick hi and bye. Yeah, hello Jez, I see you there. Right, how are we doing? We're doing rather well. It's good. Thanks for the welcome, guys. Thanks for the warm welcome back. Now, I am back on the channel as well, but in little bits. And what I mean by little bits is... little bits. Yeah, I'm going to show you some stuff. This is some stuff I did for the 50 Shades of Basing Mel style that we did for the Kickstarter. But when we did it, I agreed with Dave that I'd redo them as little videos for the channel. Yeah, and so I'll show you these in a minute, but I want to tell you just a bit about my past month or so, if you know what I mean. Right, obviously you know I've been getting well, and to be truthful, I was ill. Yeah, and I'm not going into details and that sort of stuff, but I'm back, if you know what I mean. I'm in a healthy state. As you can see, everything's good. The past month, I've sort of been rebuilding my hobby life and finding my passion for hobby because, to be perfectly honest, I have struggled with my mental health. If I'm honest, separating from Kez and then going into a lockdown situation and then popping my lung, meaning that you really don't want to go out and mix with groups and stuff whilst we're in the middle of a pandemic. Yeah, it's not good for the noggin, guys. Yeah, and one of the downsides of that is whenever you do struggle, you struggle creatively as well. And so whilst I've been going into the studio and that stuff over these past months and sort of setting things up and organising things, the actual creativity hasn't been there. But over this past month, I've been working on my passion, my hobby passion, which is sharing terrain and that sort of stuff. And just terrain, you know? Yeah, and so I took a bit of a respite with Corb, yeah? And me and Corb went down to see Big Ben down at, Foreground Publishing, yeah? At the opening of their new Factorium, yeah? Gaming centre, store, club. Yeah, I'm going to be going down soon. I'm going to be recording it, show you, because it's when I went, it was 70% there. Yeah, it's open now, and there's tournaments going on. I met the guys from Vanguard Tactics, lovely blokes. Yeah, so I'll be going down, maybe do a bit with those guys. We went to Bovington. Me and Corb saw Stonehenge. Yeah, so that was really cool. Right. Norman's saying over 100 in the chat. Awesome, Mel. It's a Sunday night, isn't it? It's the Sunday nighter. Yeah? How are we doing on questions? I've only got 2, but I've got plenty of time to keep chatting. Yeah, and it will be back every Sunday night, folks. Okay, this is going to be a rolling thing. Yeah. Obviously, if you like it, links down below, but there's no pressure. I realise I'm just back in the game, and so I just want to connect with you. Yeah, so quickly before I roll into talking about other things down south and how I've been re-stimulating my hobby. Yeah, you're so right, Andy's saying, go back to basics. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Milk, buying Tesco's now. Milk, okay. Been there, mate. Excuses. Cliche, been there, done it. I do understand, fella. We've all, a lot of us have been there, guys, and I know I know our hobby, modelling, and I know terrain making does attract people, who do struggle. I'm not saying everyone who does terrain making, has mental health issues, but we do know that it is common within our community in general, and terrain makers, I've found it, they do tend to be like the solitary diorama makers, stuff like that. Yeah, that's quite common, but with this whole lockdown and pandemic situation, I think everyone's had a bit of it, to be truthful. It's been a strain on everyone. Now, we are 3 hours to Freedom Day in the UK. Yeah, and I don't want to talk too much about COVID politics because YouTube is really arsey over this sort of stuff. Yeah, and I'm not sure what the rules are, so I'll just say what my government is saying. Yeah, and the general feeling. Yeah, because I don't want to get strikes on my channel because I know it's been quite a topical conversation online. Yeah, so I ain't going there. But it's been a long 18 months. 3 weeks to flatten the curve. 18 months, 3 lockdowns. And there is, rumours of the UK going into lockdown in September. Yeah. Ministers have mentioned it and that sort of stuff. So it's like, walla walla ting bang. You know what I mean? Overall, I think we're the most vaccinated country on the planet. I think 88% have had a single jab of our adult population. Something like 60% or 66% have had 2 jabs. I'm pretty damn sure I've already had COVID. I've had both jabs, and I think I think a couple of weeks ago I've gone through the Delta variant because my old pneumonia patch is aching. So I felt a bit. So it's been a tough one, but we are 3 hours to Freedom Day, which is the drop of all legal regulations in the UK. So businesses can still request that you socially distance, wear masks, things like that. But it is on the onus of the private property holder. Yeah. With regards to legalities, the state is stepping out of our life, which is quite important because under UK law, yeah, if you've been single, yeah, there's been no shenanigans. Yeah, in 18 months. Can you believe that? No single person has got their leg over in 18 months. And no one has been to see their mistress or their bloke on the side. Because there's been no prosecutions over it. So we've obviously been really good. Evening, Cat. Good to see you, Duck. Jez is saying people will need hobbying to get through that. Yeah, I think we are. I think for me, hobby right now is connecting. Yeah, I can do my hobby anytime I want, you know what I mean? And now that the juices are flowing, yeah, and the smile is grinning, I can do that. Okay? For me, it's been connecting. So it's what? Going down, seeing Ben at foreground, just having a jolly. We didn't even speak business. I think we mentioned a couple of things. If Ben says, like, you should come down and do some stuff here. And I'm like, yeah, I should. Yeah, give me an excuse, come down. But we just sort of like Ben hosted us and gave us a mini holiday. Yeah. We went to Bovington Tank Museum. Yeah. Also called into a model shop in, was it Poole? What was it called? Right. You know what? We're going to start doing this properly. And when I say we're going to start doing this properly, yeah, I'm going to take a lesson, yeah, from my mate Warren, yeah, from Beasts of War. Because this always happens, and I always talk about things, and then I haven't got photos and stuff like that. For the first time in terrain shooter history, on the Sunday Nighter, show notes. I've always won it. Every single time. So I think what I'm going to do, yeah, is what you call it. Hey guys, if you are liking this stream, I'm going to throw this up because thumbs up on the video. Throw some likes on it, guys, because there's like 3 times the many people watching this as it's got likes. Yeah, remember, if you like it, it shares it with more people, yeah, who are subscribed, but, you know, pushes notifications out, and, it, you know, we're building it back up. Yeah, so come on, like spike, 50, 57, come on, let's do 100. Come on. Come on. 63, you beauties. It's good to be back. Oh, 69, oh, what a number. Yeah, but like I say, the law has prohibited a lot of that recently, going back to our previous conversation. Yeah. Model shop, would that be in Toyman? It was. Absolutely brilliant store, to be perfectly honest. I don't think I've ever come across such a well-stocked hobby store and with a gaming area above. So if you are in down south and you're around the Bovington Pool sort of area, Google in Toyman. Go check them out. Seriously. Yeah. They've got stuff on the shelves that I thought had been discontinued years ago. Cost me a bit of money. Yeah. Especially having the boy with me. But I'll show you photos of all that. What do you call it? Next week. We'll have a proper talk about that. Real Mech Druid is Mel. When is your next book? I haven't done anything on another book. Me and Dave have spoken about it. We're on 84 likes. Keep it coming. Come on. We could do 100, guys. Yeah, but going back to the book, we've spoken about it. We know what I'd like to do, but I want to get back into the channel and get flowing again before we dip in back into the book. So I've done no real work beyond, what could go in it? As sort of a mental exercise. Quite honestly, because I've been doing things that, with me struggling to do things creatively, I've been working on logistics and sorting technical stuff, and you know what I mean. Yeah. So book 2, I can tell you what it's about. Terrain. Specifically, it's going to be sort of extreme and hazardous environments. Okay, so we're going to be going away from the sort of standard grey and green. Yeah, and we're going to be delving into all sorts of like funky stuff. Yeah, that's all I'm saying on it right now. Yeah, because obviously we've got a chat to have with Dave. Yeah, and sort of finalize what's going to be in it. Yeah, what we're going to release, what content that's in the book will be on the channel, and what will be exclusive to the book. Yeah, so there'll be stuff that's on the channel. Yeah, so everyone gets the techniques, because you know the book is supposed to complement the channel, not the other way around. Yeah, but I do want some stuff in the book, yeah, that isn't on the channel. So, you know, people feel like they're buying something they haven't seen as well. Yeah, so the stuff you haven't seen will... Thank you, buddy. It's been a long time since I've seen one of them. Yeah, we're on 96 likes. I need 4 of you to step up and click that like button. Let's do 100 likes. Yeah, but as I said, with the book and that sort of stuff, there's going to be another one. I enjoyed writing it, but it's not a priority right now. Oh, 101 likes, you beauties. Bill is saying, is this show actually going to be weekly now? Yes, it is. If there's not going to be a Sunday nighter, to be truthful, I cannot envisage a situation with my life where there isn't going to be a Sunday nighter, because I'm in a regular sort of routine with Kerry, and I know that I don't have the kids, or I don't have to be away on Sunday nights and stuff like that. If there is an issue with a Sunday nighter, then I will know probably, you know, a good few days in advance, and I'll post up and I'll put a little video up letting you know, yeah, that, hey, this week I can't be here. I'm expecting that to be the exception, okay? So I'm looking forward to seeing you on Sunday night and discussing the video I put out this week, okay? Kat's been getting into latex, along with silicone resin and other mold making stuff. Scrap store. The book is just the right thickness to fix the wobble on in my kitchen table. Outstanding. Dual purpose. Just as well we made it sturdy with a good quality hardback. Diggs Miniatures and Gaslands. Long time no see. Scrap store. What's that? An art and supply store? Scrap stores. In the UK, we have something that's called a scrap store, which is basically where businesses and enterprises get rid of their scrap. And then it's sold off really cheaply, okay, to other, to groups that do arts and crafts with kids and artists and stuff like that. Is it 2120? It's 2120 in the UK at the moment. Yeah. Gary's been working on terrain for Gaslands. That's cool. I've actually been playing a little bit of Gaslands with my mate Lee. And so we're planning I've got, obviously you guys have heard of Lee the photographer, who helped with the photography for the book. Yeah. It also turns out that a Lee I went to college with, back when I was 16, lives next to the studios and is a friend of Lee the photographer. And so we've started up sort of a Tuesday night get together, at the studio, and we've been playing Gaslands. So we're talking about putting together a bit of a Gaslands build, and also, using the 3D printer for that. So I have some cars in there. You will be seeing some Gaslands related stuff coming to the channel quite soon. Yeah. Right. Hey up, CJ. Been well. Will there be a gap in content for the next book like there's been from this one? No, there won't. Oh, Sean, thank you. Yeah, no, there won't be a gap between content. So as far as book publishing and that sort of stuff, there won't be a break in channel content. It will flow. More than likely, when we get to the Kickstarter stage, for that month and the recovery after the Kickstarter for a couple of weeks, the videos will be more geared about, me going out promoting the Kickstarter and that sort of stuff. But the plan is learning from the mistakes of the past and having the heavy load of putting the book on my shoulders with what happened with my life and my health and everything whilst people have actually paid up front. Ain't doing that again. So I'm going to be writing this book, as I do channel content. So the book will be pretty much written and ready and everything built, ready for the Kickstarter. So there won't be any sudden pressures for me to step back from the channel. Nope, can't do that right now. I'm live on YouTube. Right. So, what else? I'm sure they do. Miss August. I am not Miss August. We are not going down the Malkini route. Stop it. You naughty, naughty people. Yeah, right. So, want to have a quick chat about another little bit of thing. Two things. One, yesterday went to a barbecue at a new wargaming club. Boltstorm Wargamers in Leek, and they've just taken on a retail premises. So if you're in the Staffordshire Moorlands area, Derbyshire, that sort of stuff, go and jump on Facebook, have a look at Boltstorm. Boltstorm Gaming. And then keep an eye on that. I'm going to be connecting with them and that sort of stuff. Hopefully rolling some dice. Wonderful barbecue. Lovely guys. Thank Ant. Thank Rob. Thanks, Dig. Thanks for hosting me, guys. And once again, I'll do show notes and I'll prepare slides and that sort of stuff and pictures so we can do this properly, We're going to do this. We really are. Hey, Mal, how was your Big Burma build? Thank you, buddy. What war game did they play at the barbecue? They were playing, 500 point Warhammer 40k mini tournament. So they're a gaming group, and they decided to sort of like, with us coming out of lockdown, they did it in the garden, yeah, because you can't have that many people inside at the minute. But it was hot. I was melted, and luckily, there was some drama at the studios that it gave me a reason to actually get back in the car with the AC. So I was kind of grateful that I had to leave at one point because I was melting. Yeah, I mean, once we're not in this like horrific weather, it'll be a lot better. R.E. Melkini. Some of us still have mini mells to convert. Don't. Just don't. That's morally wrong. What have you done with the real Mel? All this talk of doing this properly. The real Mel with it wasn't well, guys. Plain and simple. I've taken a long time back from the channel because I haven't been well for as long as I've been running the channel. Yeah, so hi. Yeah, we're going to do it properly. Because I want to do it properly, because as I'm talking about Entoyment and I'm talking about Bovington and stuff like that, I want to be able to go, and here are the pictures. And the only reason I haven't is because I didn't do show notes. So from now on, we're going to do show notes. And my Sunday morning can be prepping for my Sunday night. In fact, I better do that on Friday. Because if I have a kiddie drama, i.e., how the little ankle biters can mess up your lives, I've got Saturday and Sunday to make sure I'm prepared with show notes. Love your channel. I'm a model railway builder with my own channel, and things us modelers do and you guys are pretty usable in both hobbies. Thanks for your tutorials. No worries, Stockton Junction. Hey up, Andy? Nobody as well. We're all different levels of crazy. We certainly are here. Are we live on Twitch too? No, we are not. We're just on Facebook. I'm breaking in nice and easy. Need to watch it. Also, remove chat from OBS. We're going to do this properly. I've actually got some new graphics. I'm not going to show you on the phone. Yeah, in that weird way. Yeah, but we've got a combat crafter Mel, so I'm going to do that. It's for the big Burma board. Yeah, you'll like it. Right. So we've done that. What else do I need to tell you about? Told you about the group. Before we dip into what content's going to be coming on the channel, and you guys have got a decision to make tonight. Okay, because you're deciding what I'm filming. Yeah, over the next couple of days. It's down to you. Ooh. Yeah. Calm down. It's a limited choice. Yeah. Because I don't want the chat to explode. I'm going to give you a limited choice and we'll go from there. Right. Mel, take questions throughout the week to answer on the Sunday evening show. I've tried that in the past, Dave. Yeah. And it hasn't worked that well. Yeah. So let's have a play with how we can engage that and, up that and see if it works. But, you know what I mean? I've got to work it out, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I don't want to jump into too much too soon, yeah, and it fall apart. I'd rather slow and steady, build it back up, but do it properly. Yeah. Too late, everyone's. No nudity, please. Well, the closest I can get to nudity is, look at those legs. You can tell it's Britain, and I'm hot. David's saying, don't trust us to make decisions for you. You guys have been making decisions for me for the past 7 years. Don't distrust. Silly. Right, now, a little bit of charity news. Yeah, I've connected up with a charity called Models for Heroes. While I was down south, I met up with a guy called Malcolm Childs who runs it. The idea is they take modelling kits and they provide them to veterans and also frontline emergency services personnel who are stressed out as a way of helping them to deal with their stress. They also lead like modelling sessions and stuff like that. And I connected up with him a while ago, but I went down, met him, and we're going to be doing some stuff. Yeah, so keep an eye for that. Sam Burks, put them away. Hello, Sam. And channel is banned. I won't get back. Look, if those people in the hot tubs in paddling pools, actually I could do that. They've got a paddling pool, sort of section on Twitch apparently, where basically girls in bikinis sit playing games. We know what the crack is. Yeah, they can't wear bikinis on a normal gaming stream, but if they're in a paddling pool, they can wear bikinis. Yeah, so if they can wear a bikini in a paddling pool, then I can sit in a paddling pool if it gets too hot. So if the heat wave continues, yeah, you'll probably see a paddling pool down here. Yeah, and you will have to get used to these white legs. I'm not a first responder, but I slept at a Holiday Inn Express last night. Right, Storm of Steel Wargaming saying Models for Heroes is a great charity. They certainly are. Mel, you can wear a Malkini in the paddling pool. Nope. I don't think I'd sit in a paddling pool, but I can see if it gets too hot, there being a bucket of ice water underneath this desk, which I have my feet soaking in. Mel, live from the bathtub. Right. Let's have a quick one. So that's what I've been doing. That's how I've been connecting. I've been going out, meeting groups, meeting mates for gaming, and it's worked. Yeah, and now we're at Freedom Day. Now I've had my second jab. You know what I mean? I'm confident enough for, all right, let's start mixing properly. Yeah, where's the flute? Right, we've got 8 responses on the questions. So, individual. Right. Water and electricity, bad idea. Yeah. But I could put all my electricity stuff on the desk and keep the cables off the floor. Could do that. Can't you do the showing the hot tub with a couple of bikini lad females? There's 2 fundamental flaws with that problem, mate. 1, I ain't got a hot tub. And 2, where the hell am I going to find 2 scantily clad bikini females to sit in a hot tub with me? I'd have to craft them. Oh, reinvented modeler. Shielding for over a year. Gov orders. Then again, just do what you got to do. Stay on the game, mate. Right. Tim is asking. Tim, we've got questions from Tim. Tim's saying, did you drink enough today? Stay hydrated. I'm doing my best, mate. I am doing my best to stay hydrated. My lips do feel dehydrated, but I know I actually... you lose most of your moisture actually through breathing, okay? And when you talk, you breathe more heavily, yeah? There's a lot more movement of air. So talking really dehydrates you. So actually doing a live show in general can dehydrate you. So I am feeling a little, you know what I mean? If they can do hot tub time machine from a hot tub terrain show is doable. Perhaps maybe over the summer if it gets too hot, we'll do a charity stream for Models for Heroes. Ask Warren to join you in a pool. He will wear a bikini. He would as well. The thing is, if I did that, I would be immorally obliged, yeah, to wear one. And we can't do that. Right, so that's Tim's question. Let me get through these questions and then I'll take you through some of this stuff. Yeah? And you got the picking to do. Right. Ooh. Oh. Topless models for heroes. Nude models for heroes. Oh. Calm. Thou shalt not bring the charity you are working for into disrepute, Mel. JPW models. What materials would I need for making a simple desert dust road? To be truthful, if you're going for desert or dust, I'd either go for filler and just put a thin layer of filler down, smooth it with some water, and then maybe drag some tracks through it. Yeah, just to sort of get that really dried sort of look. Or you want a really fine powder. So you're going to be looking at something something along the lines of chinchilla dust. Yeah, rodent bathing powder they call it. It's a really fine aggregate. But that's where I go. There's deserts. Have we done deserts? I'm not sure. We may have to. Right. Hot Tub Terrain Tutor. It's called OnlyFans. I'll stick with Patreon. I'll get my support on Patreon with my exclusive videos to Patreon. Right, moving on. Question 3 of 8. Big Joe's asking, got any advice for making 6mm terrain? To be truthful, 6mm terrain isn't my thing. Yeah, and whilst you can dip it, you know, when you say, have you got any advice for making this scale of terrain? That's a very broad question when it comes to techniques. So my advice to you when making 6mm terrain is use aerial photos. Go on Google, find aerial photos of a landscape you'd like to battle across, and then figure out with the scaling, yeah, what fits on a war game. Yeah, and then use that, focus on that, pick out patches from it of interesting areas, and use that to make scatter. Yeah, so, that's a farm, that's got some interesting trees, it's got some small fields by the farmhouse. Yeah, you know, there's a road going into it. Okay, I can model that on a CD, drop that on a table, and build your terrain that way. And to be truthful, that's probably the best tip I can give you on 6mm terrain, because you're asking a scaling question. Yeah, and for the actual technical stuff, I'm not there. I haven't got the skill set you need. Burlap sack and spread with some driveway gravel over the top. I've seen that done at conventions many times, and it does work well. Do you ever do any collabs with other YouTubers? I've popped on a few channels and stuff like that. It's been a while. Right. Question 4. Will you from Norman? Will you be in the studio again? I love tutorials from the studio. Yes, they'll be out this week. Dave's asking, hi Mel, glad you're back. Any plans on building terrain for smaller scales such as 15mm or even 6mm? Oh, the 6mm are out tonight. I haven't got any plans for going 15 or 6mm, to be truthful. Yeah, but I'm keeping rather open on it. Yeah, so let's see where it goes, and we'll just go from there. Never say never, but it's not my focus right now, and I don't want to commit to too much stuff. Right. 6 of 8, Tim? What kind of movies bring you the most inspiration for the hobby? Gotta be sci-fi movies. More than anything, anime. Yeah, sci-fi anime, Avatar, films like that as well. You know, otherworldly. I'll tell you a really good series I've been enjoying. Yeah, which is like a documentary series on Netflix called Alien Worlds. And it's the idea, yeah, of how an alien world would develop, how different worlds could develop and that sort of stuff, and what plants and, you know, all that sort of stuff. And it's really good. Yeah, as like, ooh, there's an idea. Because Alien is so alien to us. Let's Make series is without the best series about terrain making on YouTube, but it lacks a Let's Make Urban City version. City bunkers, city trenches, emplacements. Go check out the Buildings and Ruins playlist, mate. Mel, Adapters Titanicus and 3D printing have lit the fire under the Epic community again. That makes sense. And Craig's saying I've been shifting a lot of 10mm product recently. I might have to have a word with the guys at GW and ask them for a Titanicus stuff. Of course, I could do a small scale build in that. Right. Question. New Fenris is asking ideas for rivers for 1/1600th railroad or videos you recommend. Ideas? Well, at that sort of scale, you're not going to be doing deep pours or anything like that. So I would go sculpting them with an Artex, a stucco. Stipple with a stucco, little sculpts. I mean, yeah, Focus. Focus, you get. You're not going to focus, are you? Well, those waves there, they're stucco. So I would go that way. I would go with a stucco and paint it up, mate, and then put a gloss varnish over it. Craig's saying people play Titanicus on my stuff, right? A lot of people talk about Titanicus at the minute. We'll keep an eye on it. I'm making no commitments. Right, question 8 of 10. Yeah, Andrea? Mel, what happens if I mix PVA with filler spackle? Do I gain some benefit, like preventing cracking whilst drying? Okay, yes, you do get preventing cracking whilst drying. Yeah, the problem is you get warping in return. Okay, flat piece, you put filler on it. The reason it cracks, okay, is because the filler sort of retreats from itself as it cures, okay? Whereas if you put PVA on, yeah, the reason PVA doesn't crack and the piece actually warps is because the PVA shrinks into itself. So putting PVA into filler will sort of, it'll stop the cracking, it'll make it a smoother mixture, okay? But it will add in a, it will add in a chance that it could warp the piece. There'll be warping issues, so you've got to consider the sturdiness. The other thing adding PVA in with filler will do is it will soften the peaks on the filler. Yeah, so you won't be able to get any sharp peaks or, you know, sculpt it as such as normal. It'll be a softer mixture because PVA, you're essentially adding water and that sort of stuff into the filler and making it sloppier. Yeah, but what you will get is you will get a plasticized finish. Yeah, which sort of means that you get a harder coated finish, which it's less likely to chip. It's not going to be dusty. It'll take, well, I don't know if it takes paint better. They both take paint pretty well, to be perfectly honest. But the paint won't soak into it, into the filler. Yeah, it'll layer down. So, yeah, actually probably would take better paint, in all honesty. Hope that helps you. If you did, links down below. And if you're liking the show, they're down below. Right. Question 9 out of 10. Walter Black. Hey up. This could be trouble. Hi Mel, I'm about to start my first wargaming hills and I want to use plasticast rock molds. Do I need MDF as a base or can I use a thinner like 30mm XPS sheet as a base to build from on there? you're perfectly fine using a 30mm. Yeah. The only thing you've got to watch when you're building hills is making sure that the edges aren't delicate if it hasn't got a base. Yeah, so they don't get chipped. And you know, the way you're building it, you're not going to have warping issues. If you're fixing cast rocked pieces onto the side of like foam, that very rarely tends to be a warping issue. They tend to brace it. So you're probably okay with baseless. Remember, you can give it a go with the foam, and if it doesn't work out, you can always base it afterwards and sort of stick it on a base and blend an edge into it. Yeah, so, you know, go, if you're making your first one, go easy. Don't worry about the base just too yet. Yeah, build the hill and see how you go, and just say, well, I can base it if I need to. Right, question 10 of 10. Bat, how is your Big Burma build? It's got a couple of different projects. I've done that thing where I've got excited about a few different things and started a few different projects for it, and they stopped them halfway through. So, yeah, we've been there. We all know what it's like. It just ain't easy to do it when you're a YouTuber, because there's like weird gaps in content and it doesn't flow properly. So, moving on. The Big Burma build is getting bigger, but it's got a lot bigger. It's just finished and ready for painting stage. Hellcat's about to make a, what you call it? Hedgerow set? A Euro set for ball action? I like that, mate. Right, guys. I'm going to quit the form now. Oh. Move my legs. And we're going to have a quick chat. Now, I'm going to show you some things. Yeah. Getting back into content. Creatively wise, it's been a challenge. Okay. And so the best way I can handle it with producing content for you, and producing content you can find useful, yeah, is by basically doing small scale content. Yeah. Small pieces, very quick, very constrained, so I know what I'm doing and there's minimum questions. And so the idea came up that to replicate what I did with the PDF that we did in the Kickstarter for the book, yeah, which was the 50 Shades of Base in Mel style. Now, if you don't have the Kickstarter, and that's it, if you don't have the PDF, you won't have seen these. Yeah, these are the bases that were done for it. Okay, so yeah, see, this is why we should prepare. There we have some cobble roads. We've got a beach. We've got some sand desert. We've got gravel. We've got another beach. We've got a couple of types of sand. We've got cracked ice, embedded mud. We've got some planking on that one. Yeah. On this one. Yeah. Did Mel check PayPal today? No, I haven't checked PayPal today. People, I didn't even think about donations. It's not what the show's been about. Right. I'm going to check PayPal at once in 5 minutes once we've gone through these. Right. So, next set of 10. Yeah. So, right. I've got to see my screen while showing you these. This is idiotic. Yeah. Yeah, you see, this is why we should have prepared. Okay, so we've got some paths, some frozen ground, some lava, streams, headlands, Mars, sandstone. We've got a glacial piece there. We've got churned up mud, woodland base, simple summer. Yeah, so. This one. Yeah, we've got some headlands, some rocks, slate, rubble, a couple of ice pieces, lava, alien tentacles, a sort of nurgly thing. Yeah, it would be better if it focused, as you can see. Yeah, then we have right. So, sci-fi, swamp, muddy, parched greenery, jungle floor. Then across from this side, yeah, at the top we've got water. What's that one? Oh, blasted craters, frosted ground, cracked earth bases, more dry parched, I think. Yeah, and then let me just pick the glue off this that's holding the tray in. I keep them in a box like this, yeah, and I hot glued the tray in, yeah, each of their trays so they don't move around, yeah. So, final ones. Focus, damn you, focus. Come on. Yeah, we've got some Necron, Eldar, Pool, sort of Hobbity, Deathworld, Urban. There's a flying stone there with like tentacles coming out of it. There's all sorts of things here. Yeah, nice big banner one. Yeah, so those were the 50 bases I did for the PDF. And my plan is, yeah, to go through some of these again, but on larger bases. Because essentially each one contains a load of different terrain techniques. But for me, yeah, it's really constrained. I know what I'm doing, yeah. I can do it, and I know it sounds a little bit, a little bit weird, yeah, but sort of limiting the creative options and letting me know exactly what I'm building is what I need right now. So for, yeah, the next few weeks at least, I'm going to be bringing out larger base tutorials showing you terrain techniques across different things. So the question is, what do I go into the studio and film tomorrow, guys? Out of all those bases, cracked, waves, snow, mud, different sort of greenery setups, I'll be doing a large base with one of them, yeah, and then I'll take you through the techniques. And obviously, yeah, they're basically ground techniques, so I'll be giving you the colors, the flocks, the right composition, the right washes and things to get a certain look for your terrain, so you can take it from the base video and apply it across an entire terrain piece. That's the idea. Yeah. So, greenery, sci-fi, Martin wants. Come on. I'm getting very parched. We are coming up on an hour. I've had a brilliant show, but I want to know what I'm building. Are we having some beachy ones? Do you want some mud ones? Do you want some cracked earth ones? Swampy is popular. Would be ice and snow, waves, shrubbery. Tim wants a shrubbery, greenery. The Eldar one with a gate on it. Ooh. Snow and ice, snow and ice. I'm feeling a snow and ice vibe. I mean, what I can do is I can do like 4 videos. Yeah, 1 a week, just as we get back into it. Yeah, but and just right, I'll go through. We can go through how I achieve that cracked ice look. That's filler. Yeah. The glacier. The frosted ground. And then we can probably do a combination of the Nordic rock with the icicles and the, and the, you can't see it properly. Yeah, but there's 2 sort of like footstep indents and some yellow snow on that one. Yeah. So, shut up with palm trees, CJ. Yeah. So, a decision has been made. You have focused. Or do I do desert? Cracked earth's good. You know what? I'm going to toss a coin tomorrow and decide hot or cold. In fact, that's the question. I can do a poll on here, can't I? Hot or cold? Wait 1 second. We're going to do this. Right. If you choose hot, I will do desert, sands, probably dabble into beaches, that sort of stuff. Yeah, cracked earth, dried earth. If you do cold, yeah, I'll go into the frozen ice and all that sort of stuff. The bases are probably going to be about 80mm bases, so they're big enough for you to get the techniques you need. Yeah, so it should be good enough for you. I'm going to create a poll in the chat. I've never done this before, so let's see what happens. Ask your community. Right, what's happened? Has anything happened in the chat? Does anyone see it? Oh, there you go. It's popped up in the chat. Yeah. We've got 3 votes so far. Hot's coming in at 59%. Right, I'm going to leave that. What you call it? We've got how many people watching right now? We've got 120 people watching and we've got 50 votes. Once we get over the 100 mark, yeah, I will call it. If we get to the 100 mark, yeah. Okay, we've got 56, 54 votes in by the looks of it. And at the minute, oh no, it's going a little bit cold with 57. So, right guys, while you get your voting in, I'm going to wrap up the show because it's been a good hour. Yeah. Guys, oh, I've got to do PayPal, haven't I? I don't see any notifications. Oh. Right, let me. Right, I want to give a couple of shout outs. Yeah? It's been ages since I've done this. No message, but shout out to Joe and Matty. I know I've screwed that up. Anthony Redfern and James Griff. Thank you, guys. Now, we are on 71 votes, and it is neck and neck. It is 52% to 48. Yeah. So I know whichever one wins. I know there's definitely interest in the one afterwards. Yeah. So thanks for the PayPal, guys. As I said, this is what we're going to be doing. I'll probably be basing them on something like, yeah, something about that size. I've got these bases. Yeah. We'll see what comes. Okay, we've got 73. It is 53 to 74. We're on 3 minutes to the end of the show. I don't think we're going to get 100 votes on the poll, to be truthful. And I think hot has been consistent the whole way through. So, I'm going to end the poll. I'm going to end the poll in... I'm going to count down from 10. 9. No, 10. 9. 8. 7. Get your vote in. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And hot has come in with 55% of, I believe, 76 votes. The community has decided. Cracked Earth it is I'm making tomorrow. Yeah, now I know what I'm doing. You will have the vid coming out to that. I have loved being back with you guys. If you've loved the stream, yeah, remember throw a like on it if you haven't already. Yeah, there's links down below to support the show. And I will see you on the channel real soon. In the meantime, have a great week, guys. And I'm looking forward to seeing you next Sunday. All the best, yeah? Terra.